let R be the region in the first quadrant bounded by the graph of y equals 2 square root of x, the horizontal line y equals 6, and the y-axis as shown in the figure. Okay, nice. They give me a figure. Find the area of R. Okay, area is integral top minus bottom from 0 to 9. I do need to be careful about this one. Top minus bottom. What's the top equal to? What function is the top function? Yeah, just y equals 6. So 0 to 9, 6 minus, and the bottom function is 2 root x. X. Oh, no calculator, so I calculator away. And I've got to do this by hand, so that would be 6x minus, let's see, I'm going to rewrite that as x to the 1/2. That's going to be easier. So 2x to the 3/2 times 2/3. Yeah, increase the power by 1, divide by the new power. From 0 to 9, I see a safe stop in our very near future. 6 times 9 minus 4/3, 9 to the 3/2. What do we think about plugging in 0? It'll just be 0. Be careful, 0 does not always give you 0 when you plug it in, so you at least need to think about what happens. But yes, if I plug in 0, I'll get 0. If you aren't sure, well then plug in 0 and just leave it alone. But I'm pretty sure 6 times 0, 0 to the 3/2, like that's fine. I'm going to stop there. I do notice that I could take the square root of 9 and cube it and get a nice, easy answer. So this would be a decent enough answer, but I'm not worried about it. If they ask me about it later, I might have to figure it out. Part B. Write but do not evaluate. Oh, here we go again. Good news, bad news. Don't have to solve anything, especially without a calculator. That's good news. Bad news is it might be tricky. An integral expression that gives the volume of the solid generated when R is rotated around the line y equals 7. Okay, so we're at y equals 6. If we go up here to y equals 7, oh, there's a gap between my shape and my axis. What does that mean in terms of disk and washers? Definitely washers. So volume equals washers, right? It wouldn't be wrong to write that. That alone is probably not going to give you credit, but you can say that if that helps you start thinking about things. So big R squared minus little r squared dx. We'll go from 0 to 9. And if we're lucky, that alone might get us a point. But I need to figure out what big R and little r are. So big R is to the outer edge. So top minus bottom from axis to outer edge is 7 minus 2 root x. And then little r, what's little r going to be? 1. Little r is a consistent 1. I suppose you could write 7 minus 6 if you're still thinking top minus bottom, but just 1. Right, but do not evaluate an integral expression. What do you think? Is that a safe stop? It is, because it's all there. Like, the r's look funny, but you told them what r is, so you're okay. This would be a safe stop. You can leave variables, and you can introduce new variables as long as you've said what they are. Now, most of you would be a little worried about leaving that as a safe stop, so you might take the extra few seconds to make sure you're okay. Okay, better safe than sorry. Write but do not evaluate. Gives the volume. Okay, that's it for part B. Like that. I guess that one would be possible to evaluate by hand. It would just take a while. Part C. Region R is the base of a solid. For each y from 0 to 6, the cross-section of the solid perpendicular to the y-axis. What's that going to mean in terms of my problem? Going perpendicular to the y-axis, that means it's going to be dy. That also means I'm going to be going 0 to 6. Occasionally, you can get a point for the correct limits and the correct variable. And so, I don't know, I'd have to go back and look. But occasionally on problems like this, you might get a point. It's like that's all you put. Because you recognize, oh, it's a dy problem, I'm going 0 to 6. Maybe that's worth a point. It's a rectangle whose height is 3 times the length of its base in region R. Okay, so there's its length in region R. I'm going to call it L. And its height is 3L. So that's supposed to be a rectangle coming up out of the page. So L times 3L dy. Is that a safe stop? Right, but do not evaluate, so I don't have to do much. Am I okay with that as a safe stop? I have to say what L is, and probably solve it for X. Yeah. So it's not wrong, it's just not enough yet. So L is right minus left. Left is 0, but the right side, yeah, Julius, I need to solve that for X because I need an equation with Y. So let's see, Y over 2 equals square root of X. So X equals Y squared over 4. Square both sides. So Y squared over 4 is L. And I guess if you really wanted to be clear, you could put minus 0. Just like convince yourself that you're doing right minus left. I think that is now a safe stop because you've explained what L is. Now, it might be better to go ahead and put that in there, but not necessary. All right, that one only took 8 minutes. So hopefully you'll be okay timing-wise on the free response questions. Little side note on the free response questions and timing.